Hi, my name is Destiny Henderson, and I'm going to be presenting to you a story called The Parable of the Sower. Now, the story is not so much about the sower, even though he's the guy doing all the work. The story's main focus point is really on the results of the seeds that he throws down. And the third seed is that lucky seed that I want to be. And the reason why I'm presenting to you this story is because it's my favorite. And it's my favorite because it teaches me how to receive proper and good instruction that's going to benefit me in life. And then the results if I receive it correctly. So I'm just gonna read it to you. But before that, I want to give you just a small recap of what we're going to be talking about today. Jesus often told stories when he was teaching people. This is a great way to teach people because they remember stories. And so this story is quite simple. So Jesus is the sower, and his seed is the message. One seed falls on the path, and the birds quickly eats it up, and you'll see why that happens. Another seed falls on a rock, and that's where there's a lack of moisture and soil, so it grows quickly, but soon the sun dries it up. The third seed, that falls on a not too good place because that's where weeds are at, and so eventually dies. And then the good seed, that's the good part. So the good seed falls in good ground, it grows well, and it's enough for harvest. And the story goes like this. And he began to teach by the seaside, and there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea. And the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto him in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered right away. And some fell among thorns. The thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And others fell on good ground, and did yield fruit, and sprang up, and increased, and brought forth some 30, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was alone, they that were with him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God, but unto them that are without, all of these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? Then how else will you know other odd parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard it, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And these are likewise which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, so endure for but a time. But afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, deceitful of richness, and the lust of their own entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they who are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. And that's why I love this story. It's small, it's short, and it's poignant, and it gets the job done.